Trump blames Colbert's lack of talent for CBS axing, the real story behind The Late Show's end. Late night shocker. Stephen Colbert's The Late Show is on the chopping block, yet nobody can agree on the real reason why. Is it a money pit, a political casualty, or, as one very loud voice claims, simply a talent problem? Buckle up, because the story only gets weirder from here. Former President Donald Trump has loudly rejected the rumor that he single-handedly orchestrated the cancellation. Writing on his social media platform, Truth Social, he insisted the blame lies squarely with Colbert himself. According to Trump, CBS pulled the plug because Colbert lacked talent and was draining roughly $50 million from the network each year. Trump warned that other late-night staples, Jimmy Kimmel Live on ABC and The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon on NBC, could soon meet the same fate. In Trump's view, show business is brutally simple. Strong ratings let you get away with almost anything. But poor ratings turn a host into a victim. Kimmel wasn't about to let that jab slide. From vacation, he jokingly fired back on Instagram, teasing his guest-hosted Who Wants to Be a Millionaire episode and poking fun at Trump's alleged habit of altering documents with a Sharpie. The quick response adds fresh fuel to a long-running feud between the former president and several late-night personalities. Meanwhile, CBS has framed its 2026 finale for The Late Show as strictly a dollars and cents decision. Network executives said the choice is not related in any way to the show's performance, content, or other matters happening at Paramount, pointing instead to an increasingly challenging financial landscape in late-night television. For newcomers to the media world, that means advertising revenue for these shows has been shrinking while production costs stay stubbornly high, a tough equation for any network. But here's where it gets controversial. The timeline of corporate deal-making and political settlements surrounding the show's cancellation is raising eyebrows across Hollywood and Washington. Only days before CBS made its announcement, Colbert aired a biting segment accusing Paramount, CBS's parent company, of paying Trump a $16 million big fat bribe to end a lawsuit. The day after that segment, Skydance Media chief David Ellison met with the Federal Communications Commission, FCC, to discuss a proposed merger with Paramount. Shortly after The Late Show's cancellation was revealed, the FCC greenlit the merger. Coincidence or calculated appeasement? Adding to the suspicion, the Writers Guild of America, WGA, released a pointed statement. They argued that if CBS folded The Late Show to curry political favor, the move would threaten free speech in a democracy. While shows get canceled all the time, the union said terminating a program under explicit or implicit political pressure crosses a dangerous line. Let's not forget the history. Stephen Colbert took over from David Letterman in 2015 after earning fame on Comedy Central's The Colbert Report. Over nearly a decade at the Ed Sullivan Theater in New York City, he has made Donald Trump a frequent punchline. The cancellation announcement arrived just as Colbert completed his 10th season, a milestone many thought would guarantee him a longer run. And this is the part most people miss. Trump isn't merely trolling. By predicting doom for Kimmel and Fallon, he is tapping into a larger trend. Live nightly talk shows once dominated American cultural conversation, but streaming services and social media have eaten into their audience share. Networks now ask whether the traditional format can still justify its hefty budgets. In other words, even if politics plays a role here, the tough math of modern television cannot be ignored. So where do we stand? On one side, you have a former president claiming victory over a longtime critic. On the other, industry insiders who see a cold-hearted balance sheet decision or possibly something more sinister tied to merger politics. The truth might involve a bit of each. Thought-provoking questions for you, the audience. 1. Do you believe CBS axed The Late Show strictly for financial reasons, or was political pressure the hidden catalyst? 2. Are late-night talk shows still culturally relevant, or has their golden era passed? 3. If ratings rule, as Trump asserts, what fresh formats could replace these traditional programs? Agree? Disagree? Have an entirely different theory? Jump into the comments and let the debate begin, because this story is far